Nothing really new because remember I had been prepared for this way back in 2022 when I took over as Chief Operating Officer. The then CEO, Patrick Kwaku,
Yeah.
literally handed over the day-to-day running of the business
Okay.
to me. So it was just a shoe-in. The only thing I would add is that finally, as Chief Operating Officer, I had someone I could report to. So when things were too thick, I would always throw the back to the CEO.
Okay.
Right now, the buck stops at me. Journey dates back to about 27 years ago when I was then working for our current chairman, Kiprono Kitoni, who ran a farm called Vanguard Management. And I think I had just left, literally, that was my first job. So I'd just left campus. Then he introduced me to Patrick Kwaku, who I consider to date one of the most brilliant marketing minds in the country. So Patrick asked me to help him because he was based in Uganda. So Patrick asked me to help him on a project called, we used to call it Project Kenya, where he was researching the market. They were already operational in Uganda, had 2 successful stations, and he needed feelers into the market to see whether the country could take another private radio station. I think at the time there were only 4. So I started off literally as his researcher, tasting music, testing market consumption, testing trends. Then by and large, I became his mutu wa mkono, which was a really good experience for me because I knew literally nothing about broadcasting, but then by virtue of that, being his foot soldier, I got to know about transmitters, transmission equipment, range, and then by the time we were ready to launch, Patrick then went to Kiprono and said, by the way, because this young man has been such a big part of the project, I'm going with him. And that's how the journey began. For me, being CEO ends when I leave my office. After that, I'm an ordinary, your next door father, your next door neighbor, your next door friend.
Okay.
I have learned to separate. The two roles really clearly.
Yeah. What has some of the things that have helped you actually learn how to separate some of the two? Because so many people or CEOs who carry work at home and don't know how to balance that. As in, where do you draw your inspiration from?
For me, it's family. I look at my family and then they're a constant reminder of who I work for. If you come to my office, I'm sure you'll see a little portrait of my little daughter.
So nikikupigia simu hapa, Mato nimekwama hapa at 8 p.m.
My phone is never off. You can call me up and until midnight. For as long as I'm in the country, I'll pick my phone. When I travel, as you know, I usually leave a very clear email of who's taking charge of what and what will happen in should there be any emergency or any eventuality. I do look like 50. As you can see, I'm nicely grayed out. Like the 50-year-old I am. Maybe I don't feel 50, but I certainly do look 50 if you look at the grays on my hair. If you ask me, I think the finest years of your life are the years you live when you know you have more years to live than you've lived. But then let's face it, at 50, you're in second half. So you've got less years to live than you've already lived. What would I do differently? Perhaps maybe I should have started saving a little earlier. That's the only thing. Then I wouldn't have to slog so hard. I just want to encourage everybody to continue putting in their pound of flesh. I think we are a world-class company. What I'm looking to do is continue the transformation of the business into a complete audiovisual company. And indeed, every time I walk into my office, I'm really challenged when I walk to my desk. I look at the psyche, the upbeat mood that everybody is, and I go like, I can't let them down. So I do whatever it takes to make sure that not only is this a choice employer, but it's a place that everybody would want to work and thrive at.
Okay.